Happy Tuesday! It's time to work on tackling those negative thoughts in your head, okay? So, thoughts, there's like so many of them. We have them like they happen over our lifetime. Things that have happened have affected us, right? Over our lifetime, that people saying certain things, we've done certain things, we've encountered certain things, and all these thoughts start going through our heads. Now, many of them run through our heads and they tear us down. So the thing is to try to start to get in control of these thoughts. When you feel them sneaking up on you, it's time to squash them down. So the thoughts of like, I am not good enough, I am not intelligent, I am not attractive, in fact, I'm ugly and fat, those thoughts right there, they are not serving you one bit. So when you start to feel or hear them creeping up in your head, those voices in your head, it's time to switch the switch and stop them in their tracks, okay? It's time, sometimes what you can do is you can just close your eyes, be present, and take a deep breath. And tell yourself, you are good enough. You are smart. You are, guess what? You are attractive, to the right people. Now that right there is like, okay, did I just kind of like give myself a little negative on the positive? Yeah. You know what? Sometimes you're going to battle it. You're attractive to who matters, okay? And where it counts. So you're working on yourself. So therefore, no, you're not fat and you're definitely not ugly, okay? You're continuing to work on yourself each and every day and standing strong with that. So you deserve to be happy. So take those negative thoughts and say, no, you're not serving me. I am not going to listen to you. Still recovering. I really want a coffee, sorry. So sometimes, I didn't get home from work last night until 10 and I was up at 2:30. So I'm like, I was up for 20 some odd hours before I got to sleep. But anyways, I digress. Let's get back on track. Sometimes it's harder than it seems to squash those voices, right? Sometimes they're so strong. You're just giving yourself such negative thoughts in your head and it's definitely not serving you. But it is so hard. So we have to choose our voices and not let them run us down. So when you start to hear, you're not good enough. One thing I heard on this thing was take that voice, make it a silly voice. Okay, you're not good enough. You're not good enough. You're not good enough. I'll take that voice and control it. Put it in its place. You're not good enough. Take it, control it. Take it, make it silly, make it happy, make it control it. And now you just controlled that voice. Now control the thoughts and turn it around. You are good enough. You are smart enough. You are intelligent enough. You can do anything you put your mind to. So knowing that these thoughts run through our heads and through others' heads also, this is where the motivation thing from today kind of comes into too, is that keep that in mind as you encounter other people, as you come across them, as you see them. You don't know what thoughts are going through their heads. You don't know what they just encountered, what they just went through, or what they've been going through in their life, right? It could be a little kid that just needs uplifting. It could be an adult. It could be anyone, right? Keep that in mind and give them a positive, uplifting comment. It might mean the world to them. It might be what they need to keep pushing themselves forward. And it might be that comment, that voice, that helps them replace that negative voice in their head. So keep that in mind as you're coming across people. Keep that in mind for yourself. Replace the negatives with the positives. I know I face them all the time. Like right now, I'm out here going, yeah, you guys are going to look at me and go, she's such a fool. She's such a... No. You know what? I'm working on growing stronger inside and out. And in the process of doing that, it means stepping out of my comfort zone, which I am like totally intro and scared of people, what they're going to think of me type person. So I have to step out of that to grow, right? And when things come through my head and I'm sorting through them, I've just been learning to share it, because if it's in my head and I'm struggling with it, maybe you are too, right? So this weekend, Sunday, I was mowing the ditch, and I was like, all these things are going through my brain. And I was listening to some really good podcasts on Sunday, and that's where some of this other stuff's going to come in, those things. So today it's tackling the negative thoughts in your head. Later on, it's going to be, it might be in a couple days here, we'll see. It's going to be, you got the head voice, you got the voice, and you got the voice, and how I actually work through. Because when he said it, I was like, well, that's me totally, okay? So it's like, where do you go and what do you work through with it, right? So you got these voices. We're going to take those negatives away and get rid of them, right? We're going to replace them with positives, okay? So this morning, I did dive into Tuesday. There was a couple moves that kind of like diving, but yes, dive into Tuesday, agility cardio. That got my brain up and going and my body awake too. And then we did leg day. Ooh, my legs were sore. I put ankle weights on and weights, and I did combo moves for the legs. Now, it was only 5, which actually ended up being 6, but it's 5 minutes of work. But it was felt. So it was a really good repeater, or a one and done, which is where I was today. And then the 5-minute for the lower abs was the same thing. My abs were burning. When you put the focus in and you just tackle it, it's amazing what you can do in a short amount of time. And when you focus on the muscle. And then the Hindu squats today, those were fun. We came all the way down, our glutes to our heels, and we wiped the floor on our way up again. And then those, 100 of those, and then the stretching. I stretched a little bit longer than I was planning on, but you know what? It's what I needed today, and I just did it. So there's where we're going. That was my morning. That's what I had fun with. Now I got a lot to tackle. I've got to update some more computer systems because they weren't available yesterday. I've got to get lots of counting done. Oh my goodness gracious. I think I have a couple client meetings today too. No, but it'll work out. Take those negatives, make a plan, and make things happen, right? So there you go. We're going to get those negative thoughts away, put them in a box, lock it up, replace them with positive thoughts. If you feel yourself creeping in with those negatives today, I want you to take a breath and replace it with a positive. You know you have them. You know you can come up with them. And have an amazing day.